Everyone likes dealing damage. Don't act like you don't because I know you're lying. This is a game where pacifism is met with laughter followed by a point-blank AC-20 round. There are no healers in this game, only out-of-combat repair bays, so dealing damage feels even more rewarding than in most games since you know that the chips that you're making at the enemy armor won't be instantly undone by one fucking guy holding mouse 1. Tangents aside, what's the best DPS mech? What is a mech that can kill stuff fastest at any range? Name me a mech with enough firepower to destroy or severely damage any mech of the same weight class or lower, but also will probably die in the process. Welcome to a Green Guide to Battletech. The Warhammer 6R is a hybrid style mech, blending the damage dealing capabilities of both a sniper and a brawler. The Warhammer has good options for dealing damage at any range. For long range, each arm has a particle projection cannon, also known as a PPC. More like PPCG's nuts! Basically large guns that shoot lightning bolts. While the lightning cannons are the Warhammer's primary method of dealing damage, they are far from the only guns on this mech. When things get close, Warhammer has a pair of medium lasers, small lasers, and machine guns, as well as an SRM-6 missile launcher to exploit any holes made in enemy armor. Now of course with all these weapons they generate a lot of heat, so be sure to show restraint with how much you blow your load unless you want to hear another mech shut down. General rule of thumb, find a good sniping spot with cover. Move there while firing only one PPC to reserve heat. Once you get to the hill, sit there and fire both PPCs until you overheat by 5 or more, at which point fire only one PPC to cool back down. If the fighting gets close and you want to let loose, fire one PPC at a time, combine it with your medium lasers, and throw in the machine guns and small lasers whenever the enemy gets so close you usually can smell their pilot's deodorant. Only fire the SRM rack if the enemy already has one or more hit locations with no armor remaining. Treat the SRM as a finishing tool for putting down the limping mech who are already dead in all senses of war but simply refuse to eject. This mech is pretty great, but there is one problem. It only has 10 tons of armor. Now 10 tons of armor isn't bad, but that's the same amount of armor as a catapult. And unlike the catapult, Warhammer is supposed to get into brawls and get hit a lot, and it doesn't have jump jets to help dodge shit. So the Warhammer is pretty under-armored for its weight class, especially around the leg area. But that can mitigate with some clever use of cover to protect your baby knees. Variants time! The Curetans dropped the piddly machine guns to have more heat sinks. I like it. You can actually fire both PPCs while standing still and not overheat at all. The Davions took it a step further, dropping the machine guns and the SRM launcher to add, not heat sinks, but more armor. This is also a very good option, but personally I prefer the previous one because of missiles. House Merrick upgraded the PPCs to ER PPCs. Not sure what kind of upgrade generates 50% more heat for only 16% increased effective range, but hey, it does remove the minimum range. At least this M&M has double heat sinks too, so it doesn't cook itself that bad. The anti-missile system is nice too. The Warhammer is even popular enough to be copied by the clans that made the Warhammer 2C. Like all clan mechs, it is fucking terrifying and only held in check by a stupidly high battle value cost and massive heat issues. The Warhammer is a good mech. It is pretty iconic to the franchise and a good example of quality mech design. Oh, and fuck the clans.